Minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dearest students. By the name of great and graceful Allah, I hope you all must be fine. I am teacher of IYS school system. Today I will take your social studies class 7. Before taking start my class, please follow few instructions. Please keep your pen, pencil, book and copies with you. During lesson, if you feel any query regarding to the lesson, so please note down in your rough copies. During lesson, no student will be asked any question. After completion of the topic, you can ask your query. So now we are going to be our actual topic. But before take start today topic, I am showing a photo album regarding to our topic. One by one, few pictures will come on your cell phone, computer and laptop screen. I know my all the students are very intelligent. So in the last, all of you after watching the photo album must be identified to the topic. So please watch carefully this photo album. The number one picture is about the mountains. Everybody's know about the mountains. A large natural revelations of the earth's surface rising abruptly from the surrounding level. A large step hill. The second picture is coming on your screen about the rivers. You know that rivers are the source of fresh water, also sea minerals. Now the third picture about the plateaus. All the students have read about in your 6th class, 5th class and the early stages and early manners that a plateau is a flat surface situated at a height. Now the third picture is about the sea. We are living in a Karachi and mostly when we are going for a picnic point, so we are, you know that we are see the some water, a great body of salt water that covers much of the earth. Broadly, the water of the earth as distinctions from the land and air, a body of salt water. Now the next picture is related from the desert. Student deserts are usually those flat areas which receive very low rainfall. Now, now we will be going to our next picture. Do you know which type of picture you are watching? This is the oceans. You know, an ocean is a body of water that composed with much of touching hydrosphere on the earth. An ocean is one of the major continental division of the world ocean. These are in descending order. So we have, you know that watch lots of picture. So dear student, all of you must be fine our today topic. Yes, very good. I know very well. This topic is going on in your mind. Yes, all pictures and information are about the physical features of the Muslim world. So today our topic is about the physical features of the Muslim world. Student, do you know? First of all, we will discuss about the features. A distinctive attribute of aspect of something. This is a noun. Feature is a noun. a distinctive attribute, aspect of something. A well-appointed house with interesting decorative features. When we are watch a newspaper or magazine articles or the broadcast program devoted to the treatment of a particular topic, typically at about the land. And do you know about when if you are that take drink a glass of the water, so because of the glass of the water, because of the characteristics of the glass of the water, in the easier way you can identify that this is the glass of the water. So basically students, the features is the identification of anything and good. And the similar word of the features is characteristic and attribute. So this is a noun and this is a plural noun of the features. Basically, the features is also that find out something when we are seeing. But the our topic is the physical features. Students, physical features are parts of a landscape, organism, etc. that you can see and touch. The term is often used in geology to refer to features such as what are the physical features and what is mean by the physical feature of the country and what are the types of the physical features. In our that initial stage when we have take start our lesson, you have watched few pictures. Mountains, hills, plateaus and plains are the four major types of the landform. Minor landform include birds, canyon valleys and basins. Tectonic plates movement under the earth and create landform by pushing up mountains and hills. The branch of a geography concerned with natural features and phenomena of the Earth's surface at landform defines feature, climate, soil, and vegetation. Now, dear student, first of all, we are discussing about the mountains. But before take start, we will discuss about the mountains. I must be tell you about the importance of the Muslim world's physical features. You know that the Muslim world physical features very important among the world because of the Muslim world features have that very great characteristics, and Muslim world have great strong power among the world. The mountains, a large natural variation of the Earth's surface rising abruptly from the surrounding level, a large step of the hill. A mountain is a large landform. This rise above the surrounding land in a limited area, usually the landform of a peak. A mountain is generally considered to be steeper than a hill. Mountains are formed through tectonic force of volcanoes. These forces can locally rise the surface of the earth. And now I will tell you that what is the difference between mountains and hill, because most students must be think about what is the difference among the that hill and the mountains. Students, hills are easier to climb than mountains. They are less steep and not as high, but like a mountain, a hill will usually have an obvious summit, which it is the high point, according to the U.S. Geographical Survey. This is no official difference between hills and the mountains. Mountains they usually protect a region from strong wind and or the place or organ of important river if there is enough rainfall. In which case, they also provide fertile soil and thick forest. So, dear student, now we are talking about the important mountains of the Muslim world. Means which mountains are the part of the Muslim world. And because of these mountains, the Muslim world have great importance, great, that protection importance among the other world. Because our Muslim world mountains are the cause of protection. This is the cause of the defense valley. So these mountains are very important. So first of all, we will discuss about the mountains of Africa. The most important mountains of the western side of Africa are the Atlas Range in Morocco. These and other mountains of the western sides are not very high. The altitude, however, keep ring as we move towards the east and north. Springly, we find Mount Kalma, the highest mountain of the continent, near the eastern coast in Tanzania. This mountain, sometimes called the Eastern Highland, stretches right through the Middle East in Asia and up to Turkey. Although they are disjointed at point. In the extreme northeast of Africa is the famous Mount Sinai in Egypt, where according to common belief, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam witnessed the glory of God. So this is a very important practice speed are joined with the mountains of Africa. Now we will be discuss about the mountains of Central, South, West, and South Asia. This is a one mountains and have very great significance. Low-lying mountains run along the Middle East through Syria, Iraq, and Turkey. The most famous of these are Damascus and Alborz. Another serials, that Turkey also contains Montserrat, the peak mentioned in the Bible of the place where Noah's Ark came to rest. Another series of mountain range spans across parts of Iran, stretching from the Persian Gulf to the northern region. The most famous of these are Damwan and August. Now, close to the Iran lies the hilly countries of Afghanistan, which share the Hindu Kush range with Pakistan and the Central Asia state. These mountains, together with the Karakoram and Himalayas, form a wall on the northern of South Asia, protecting the region from the cold winds of the Arctic Circle. The third mountains, which is a great part of Muslim world, is the mountains of Southeast Asia. Low-lying mountains run along the Middle East through Syria, Iraq, and Turkey. The most famous of these are Tumgus and Alborz. These mountains are very important because 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 of these mountains are very important because in Southeast Asia there are several mountain ranges on these islands of Malaysia and Indonesia. Kenglo is the highest mountain peak of Malaysia, while Indonesia also has active volcanoes, mountains that approach and fall lava from the center of the earth. So we can say that because of lava, mostly some earthquake can be happen because of these mountains. And also mostly scholars are says that the mountains of the Southeast Asia are sometimes become very dangerous because of the hottest lava. Nobody can be say that when the lava will be brought out from the land and that make a great type of destruction on the land because of hot lava earthquake can be happen of the mountain of the Southeast Asia. Now we will be discuss about the mountains of Southeast Europe. Mount Kord is the highest peak in Albania and lies in the North Albania Alps. Mountain Kop is the highest peak in Albania and lies in the northern Albanian Alps. It is the branch of famous Alps, which is the most important mountain that's in Europe. Or everybody's know that the Europe is the basically the part of our the natural, that the recreation and natural cultural power. So these sometimes this is the fate, some good fate regarding to these mountains. So, dear student, we have discussed about the definition of the mountains, mountains of Africa, mountains of Central, Southwest and South Asia, mountains of Southeast Asia, mountains of Southeast Europe. Now, our next topic is river. My all the students, you must be see the rivers in your daily life. Basically, as we know, life cannot exist without water. Hence, rivers are very important for life as they provide water for irrigation as well as for drinking. The earliest civilization are started from the rivers. And a river is a natural flowing water course, usually fresh water, flowing towards an ocean, sea, lake, or another river. In some cases, a river flow into a ground and become dry at the end of its course without reaching another body of water. Small river can be referred to using names such as stream, creek, brook, ward, and reel. There are no official definition for the Gaelic term river as a pointed to geographic feature, although in some countries or communities as a stream is defined it by its size. Name, many names for small rivers are specific to geographical location. Examples are run in some parts of the United States. But here we will discuss about only the Muslim world's river. You know that students, rivers are very important for life as they provide water for irrigation. Why the irrigation is very important for the Muslim world? Because when we are talk about the Pakistan, so before that we have discussed in our previous class that the Pakistan also are irrigated by the different type of rivers, and the 75% of the populations of the Pakistan is related from the agriculture, or only 25%, and rest of population are made from the other occupations. So when the rivers are irrigate to the agriculture, so we are get lots of precious crop, and these crop are the cause of foreign exchange for the Pakistan. Also, our rivers are the cause of the drinking of the water. The earliest civilization all started on the banks of rivers. Some of the most famous rivers of the Muslim world are described below. Means now I will tell you about the some and few important river which are part of the Muslim world. So, first of all, we are going to be a very scared and the very precious river, the river of Nile. Everybody must be listen about the name of the river of the Nile. Students, You must be write in your copies that the Nile is the longest river in the world. The ancient Egyptian civilization started here. The Nile is the longest river in the world. It flows from the south towards and the north, starting from Lake Victoria in the heart of Africa and traveling 6.671 kilometers through many countries, including China, Sudan, and Egypt. It falls into the Mediterranean Sea in the north of Egypt. The land on the banks of the Nile is famous for the fertile soil, and one of the banks of the Nile is famous for its fertile soil, and one of the oldest civilizations in history started here. The Swan High Dam is also one of the largest in the world was engaged on this dam. One of the largest of the world was engaged on this dam river in Egypt in 1971. After a construction process of 11 years, a small river called the Blue Nile installed of the square and joined the main Nile River or the White Nile, the Khartoum in Sudan. Now, the next river, which is a part of the Muslim world, the Tigris and Euphrates. These are the often called the chewing rivers. The oldest civilization in history started in Mesopotamia, meaning the land between two rivers. Mesopotamia means the land of the two rivers. Means two rivers are running among these civilizations, which is the name given to the fertile region between these twins. Both these rivers start in the mountains of the Turkey. And after joining a single river is formed which is called Tall Arab. The Sautul Arab runs a small distance before emptying into the Persian Gulf. The Turkish and Claudius have remained prominent in the history. The famous ancient of the Karbala took place on the banks of the Euphrates, also called Fort in Arabic. Everybody must be know about the Fort, while the historical city of Bukhtar, once the capital of the Muslim world, which constructed across the Tigris, also called Dajla in Arabic. Now, a very famous river, I think this river name, I think you will first time you will be listen about the name of the Amudarya. Very unique name, the Amudarya, and very that traditional name, the Amudarya. This is a famous event in Central Asia. It starts in the Hindu Kush range in Tajikistan. The record is Oxys and considered as a stress rivers because they didn't know where it started and where it is ending. Amudarya history is that very important and very that mysterious, full of the mysterious. This is a famous river in the Central Asia, started in Hindu Kush range in the Tajikistan, just started later outside of Pakistan across the northern tip of Afghanistan to flow through the Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan before emptying into the Aral Sea, a saltwater lake in Central Asia. Canal from these river whitewater for lake in Central Asia. Canals from the rivers provide water for irrigation the land in Central Asia and Afghanistan. This Greek called is Oxys and considered is the mysterious river because they did not know where it started or where it ended. Alexander the Great explored this region, solved its mystery, but could not reach any conclusion. Now we are discussing about the Indus River. Everybody knows the Indus River is the part of the Pakistan. The Indus River is the main source of fresh water in Pakistan. The Indus River is the longest river in the Pakistan. It cuts its way through huge mountains before reaching the plains. Also, it's organized from the mountains of Kashmir occupied by India, but Pakistan is entitled control is controlling to the Indus Basin Treaty signed between India and Pakistan in 1960. It irrigates parts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, and Sindh before emptying into the Arabian Sea. I know most students must be visited of the river of the Indus. Now top, we are going to the last river, which is the part of the Muslim world, the Ganges. The Hindu considers the Ganges sacred rivers. It irrigates the Ganges plains in India before crossing into the Bangladesh. There it is joined by the Brahmaputra before falling into the Bay of Bengal. So now we have completed about the information, all about the information which rivers are very important, and the characteristics of these rivers are the cause of the wealth for the Muslim world. Because of these rivers, Muslim worlds have great importance among the other countries. Students, all you know that because of rivers, when we are take water, and because of characteristics, we can, that take lots of precious things from the rivers. Also, sea minerals are the part of the rivers. Now, student, the time is home task. So please, first of all, you must be follow some instruction from the home task. You will take a screenshot from your home task. The first question is related from the home task is yes. After 1 minute, you can see in the easier way on your mobile screen. The first question which we have read today, the physical feature of the Muslim world. So you will take a screenshot. What are the physical features of the Muslim world? Features of the world. Physical features of the world. Here we are discussing about the physical features of the world. What is mean by the means physical features of the world? The physical features of the world, including mountains, rivers, plateaus, deserts, seas, and oceans. The Muslim world stretching from the tip of Africa in the west to the waters of the Pacific in the east contains many interesting physical features. Now you will take out the second question. We are going the second question, which before few minutes we have read. What do you know about the mountains of Central, Southwest, and South Asia? The mountains of you will that make a heading. The mountains of the Central, Southwest, and South Asia. Also, the pictures is running on your cell phone screen. The mountains of the Central, Southwest, and South Asia are low-lying. mountains and runs along the Middle East through Syria, Iraq, and Turkey. Turkey also contains Mount Frat, the peak mountains in the Bible, and the place where Noah Ark came to the rest. Another series of the mountain range spans across parts of Iran, stretching from the Persian Gulf to the northern region. The most famous of these are temples and urbs. Iran lies the hill country of Afghanistan, which share the Hindu Kush range with Pakistan and the Central Asian state. The mountains, together with the Karakoram and Himalaya, form as well on the north side of South Asia, protecting this region from the cold winds of the Arctic Circle. This was the second question. Now we are going to a third question. Also, we have read today, how are rivers important for human life? The question. And which rivers are known for their centuries old civilization? First of all, you will putting out the heading, importance of river for human life, and after that you will write the answer. Rivers are very important for life as they provide water for irrigation as well as for drinking. The earliest civilizations are starting on the banks of the rivers. Some of the most famous rivers of the Muslim world known for their centuries old civilization are the Nile, the Tigris and Euphrates and the Indus. So today we have completed our three questions as a home task. Now, okay, now the Allah Hafiz. I hope today my lecture all the students must be understood.